Welcome to today's Explainer. You know, the artificial intelligence industry right now is moving at absolute breakneck speed. We're talking new models dropping constantly, massive lawsuits, billion-dollar funding rounds. Honestly, when you're standing in the middle of a storm, it's pretty hard to see the actual weather pattern. And, well, that is exactly what we're going to do today. We're tracking the ripple effect, connecting the dots from those high-stakes boardrooms all the way down to the apps on your smartphone.
So, here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the clash of the AI titans. Then, we'll shift gears to Anthropic's quiet business takeover. Third, we'll examine the hidden costs of AI. And finally, we'll wrap up with the era of proactive agents.
All right, Part 1, Clash of the AI Titans.
Okay, let's dive into this. If we really want to understand the current state of AI, we have to look at the absolute chaos happening at the very top. We literally have two heavyweights swinging at each other right now. On one side, Elon Musk's companies are navigating some massive internal hurdles. Reports are showing SpaceX AI has been bleeding staff ever since their merger. And meanwhile, Musk's xAI is facing serious scrutiny for running nearly 50 gas turbines completely unchecked at a data center down in Mississippi. Just let that image sink in for a second. Then, on the flip side, we've got OpenAI. They are currently wrapping up a massive legal trial with Musk himself. And they aren't stopping there either. They're reportedly preparing legal action against Apple. So the leaders who are defining the future of AI are simultaneously embroiled in these massive, resource-draining conflicts.
And that brings us to the trial the entire ecosystem is watching. What will the jury actually decide in the case of Elon Musk versus Sam Altman? Because at the center of the courtroom sits one fundamental question. Who actually trusts Sam Altman? The outcome here isn't just about financial damages, right? It's about public perception and setting a legal precedent for exactly how these massive AI organizations are going to operate moving forward.
Moving on to Part 2. Anthropic's quiet business takeover.
And this brilliantly illustrates what's happening just outside that loud, chaotic spotlight. Take a look at this data from RAMP. It shows a stunning shift in the landscape. Anthropic actually has more business customers right now than OpenAI. It's wild. Despite OpenAI's massive brand recognition, Anthropic has quietly taken the lead in the B2B sector. So, how are they doing it? By actively courting a totally new kind of customer, small business owners. While the others are out there fighting legal battles or chasing massive enterprise deals, Anthropic is making their models accessible to the everyday businesses that actually form the backbone of the economy. Plus, we're seeing massive investments, like Clio's $500 million milestone arriving right as Anthropic ups the ante.
And this momentum translates directly into a super clear, proactive product philosophy. As Anthropic's Cat Wu puts it, in the future, AI will anticipate your needs before you know what they are. They aren't just selling a chatbot to these businesses, they are literally selling anticipation. They're building models designed to solve problems before the user even realizes a problem exists in the first place.
Which brings us to Part 3, the hidden costs of AI.
You know, anticipating all those needs and training these massive world models, well, it comes with a staggering price tag. Take this number, for instance, $5.5 billion. That is how much the hardware company Cerebras just raised in the first huge tech IPO of 2026. The market demand for AI hardware is just so intensely ravenous right now that immediately after raising that massive $5.5 billion, Cerebras saw its stock pop 108%. The financial gravity of this market is pulling in capital at a rate we've basically never seen.
But right next to that massive IPO wealth, we really have to look at this deeply sobering figure. 4,000. Cisco is cutting nearly 4,000 jobs. Now, layoffs in tech happen, sure, but the stated reason here is the absolutely crucial part. Cisco is cutting these jobs specifically to free up capital to spend more on AI. And get this, they're doing it despite reporting record quarterly revenue. Think about that for a second. A company with record revenue is slashing its workforce just to afford the pivot into artificial intelligence. That right there is the hidden human cost of staying competitive.
And hey, the costs aren't just financial, they are deeply physical. We are looking at a full-blown AI energy crisis. The compute demands are so incredibly high that Silicon Valley actually needs a completely new energy provider just to keep the lights on, mainly because AI data centers are driving local energy prices through the roof. And remember those rogue turbines we mentioned earlier? Musk's xAI running nearly 50 gas turbines completely unchecked in Mississippi just to power their models. The physical infrastructure required to keep this whole industry moving is putting an enormous, unprecedented strain on our energy grids.
Finally, let's look at Part 4, the era of proactive agents.
Let's move to and see how this builds into your daily routine. We've talked about billions of dollars and massive energy grids being dedicated to hardware, but let's bring this ripple effect home. This tech is rapidly infiltrating everything we do. It's evolving from simple tools into proactive agents. Step 1, the way you shop is changing. Amazon literally just launched an AI shopping assistant right in their search bar, powered by Alexa Plus. Step 2, your digital workspace is totally transforming. Notion has turned its workspace into a hub for AI agents to help you organize. And Step 3, privacy is adapting. WhatsApp officially added an incognito mode for your chats with Meta AI. AI is no longer just some separate website you visit, it's being embedded directly into the tools you use every single day.
And the crazy part? The form factor is shrinking right down into your pocket. OpenAI recently announced that Codex, which is their incredibly powerful coding and logic model, is coming directly to your phone. Meanwhile, new apps are launching, like Poppy, debuting a proactive AI assistant designed entirely to help organize your digital life. So all that incredible processing power that requires billions of dollars of hardware and massive energy centers, it's being distilled into a personal assistant that lives right on your mobile device.
Which brings us to the absolute cutting edge. We've talked about AI helping businesses and AI helping consumers, but what about AI helping AI? A company called Adaption is aiming really big with Auto Scientist. This is an incredibly advanced tool designed specifically to help other AI models train themselves. Actually, think about that. We are moving from human-directed training to autonomous AI self-improvement.
And that leaves us with this final, truly provocative thought. We've seen the corporate wars, the billions of dollars being spent, the integration of AI into our pockets. But with tools like Auto Scientist entering the arena, the pace of this industry is about to accelerate in ways we can barely even comprehend. So what happens when AI starts building itself? Does the ripple effect just become a complete tidal wave? Thank you so much for joining me today for this explainer to connect these fascinating dots. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll catch you in the next one.